Tonight, we're going to start questioning some of the things that we have believed. We've been told cut carbs. We've been told you need to fast. We've been told more cardio. And for years, those things actually worked. And we got to 40 something and then it stopped. Our body said, nope, not today. And so we're eating cleaner. We're tracking every bite of food. You're sweating your butt off in the gym and your belly stays. And we think there's got to be something wrong with me. And I want to talk about that because there is nothing wrong with you. Well, how can that be? Surely it shouldn't be this hard. But when we follow those rules that were not made for us, we are working against our biology. Our biology has changed. Your body isn't broken. She's brilliant. She is brilliant. See, your body has been protecting you from the very things the world told us to do. So tonight, we're going to break those false beliefs about midlife weight loss. And next week, I'm going to teach you what to do instead. The biggest false belief, I think, right now, currently, is low carb. We're told to eat low carb. We've been told that carbs are our enemy. We need to cut carbs to lose weight. And listen, the scale does move quickly when we cut carbs. And that's because we lose water, but we also lose muscle tissue. We lose very little fat. And that's true. Just from cutting carbs, you are going to lose water and muscle tissue. Your carbs hold water inside of your muscles. So every gram of carb binds 3 to 4 grams of water. So when we cut carbs, we start dumping that water weight. The water leaves you. Your muscles deflate, they get flat, and the scale is making you happy. You're feeling good. But what you don't see is that your metabolism is slowing down. Now, see, I'm talking about women over the age of 40. I'm not talking about the entire human race. Because what works for a man that's 20, or a man that's 30, or a woman that's 30 or 40, without the hormone changes, their biology is different. That's what we've got to understand. When they talk about fasting or low carb, they are not talking about women over the age of 40. Did you know that most diets that you hear about are not built for women over the age of 40? They aren't. They aren't tested on women. Guess where they're tested? Men around 20 years old. That doesn't work. That is not our biology. It doesn't work for us. So when we go low carb, it's different with us because of hormone changes and cortisol and all of the things that we're going to talk about. So the reason these things don't work like they used to, or they don't work for us like they do someone else, is our biology is different. It has changed. Most of us have said, what works for me back then does not work for me now. I don't understand it. Why? Because your biology has changed. And when you go low carb, which we are told to do by doctors, just go low carb, just go low carb. It'll help you lose weight. It can help you lose some weight, some water weight, and some muscle tissue, but not a lot of fat. I don't want you to go high carb either. There is a balance for women of our age. You know, we talk a lot about fiber and things. I'm not supposed to go into that today, but that's important. So I don't want you to think that carbs are your enemy. They are not. They are not. One of the reasons why we see so many women with thyroid issues is because we're going extremely low carb. And we're thinking it's what we're supposed to do. I have women with thyroid issues come on here and they're low carb. They're making their thyroid worse. When you eat low carb, your metabolism will slow down. And when your estrogen drops after the age of 40, your muscle tissue is gold, ladies. It is gold. It's what keeps you toned. It's what keeps you strong. It's what keeps your body metabolically alive, able to burn the most calories. And so when you cut back on those carbs, your body goes into famine mode, breaks down your muscle for fuel. Did you know that? That's why I harp on you when you're eating extremely low carb or skipping out on your carbs. Your body will start dumping that muscle tissue and it slows your metabolism down and it stores more fat. When I was doing keto at age 40, I was also starving myself, very low calories. And I will tell you this, I had a gut and no butt. Why? Why? Because the muscle loss was in my butt, low carb, and the fat storage was in my gut, low carb. It'll get you that every time. When you're over the age of 40, less muscle means a slower metabolism. You are burning less calories no matter what you're doing, whether it's working out in the gym or laying on your back. And that means you store more fat. And because your brain thinks it's starving, it pumps out cortisol. And that is your stress hormone. See, cortisol raises your blood sugar. High blood sugar raises your insulin. Insulin tells your body, store fat, store fat. It's like high alert. It goes, store fat. And that's why you see the puff, the bloat, the stubborn waistline. That's why all of that happens. We can't do that anymore over the age of 40. See, even when you think you're doing everything right, low carb worked when your hormones were buffered, when your hormones were right. But your hormones are different. You know, your hormones are depleting. So now, when you're eating low carb, it becomes a threat signal. Your cortisol rises up in place of your estrogen and your progesterone and your testosterone, and it rises up. And it's a stress hormone. And cortisol is not bad, but it is bad if it stays raised like that all the time. After the age of 40, your body sees low carb like that as a threat, and cortisol rises. And it doesn't want to come down. And your body's not being stubborn, ladies. It's protecting you. It's being smart. It is protecting you. It is not working against you. It is working for you. It is trying to help you when you're doing something to harm it. Sounds crazy, right? I want to remind you that things that worked back then do not work now, do they? There's a reason. Our biology has changed. We are different. Our hormones have changed. Here's the second lie. After carbs, I think it's fasting. Let's talk about fasting. You know, we're told skip breakfast, drink coffee till noon. You're saving on calories. But when you're over the age of 40, your body does not see that as discipline. It sees it as danger. Once again, in the morning, your cortisol should rise gently to wake you up. But if you don't eat, cortisol just keeps climbing. Your blood sugar crashes, your energy tanks, and by afternoon, you are starving. You grab food and your body says, finally, and it stores it. You want to know who it works for? 20-year-old men. That's who it works for. Stop raising your cortisol. Stop raising it. Eat some food. Don't wait till 11 or noon to eat. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping your body. You're raising your cortisol. Women over the age of 40, our nervous system is more stress sensitive than men's because we've changed. Fasting might work for a 35-year-old man with testosterone that's sky high. But for us, it's going to tell our body, you are in trouble. Your cortisol is going to rise. Your insulin is going to rise. Your belly fat is going to rise. And the longer you repeat that pattern, the more your thyroid and your metabolism slow down. Fasting is not evil. It's just the wrong tool for you for this season of your life. Your body craves rhythm, not restriction. What is rhythm? Rhythm is doing the same thing at the same time of day, repeating it over and over. Little small anchors, like getting up and eating breakfast, like taking a walk after your evening meal. Those little patterns that your body can feel that brings cortisol down. When your body knows it's going to get food, when it knows it's going to get nutrition, your cortisol comes down. That stress level comes down in your body and it feels safe. And that sounds so odd. No one talks about that, but it's true. Those little anchors in your day that your body can trust. I'm going to get food. I'm going to have nutrition. That's why I tell women, you've got to set up your day like you do brushing your teeth. It's who you are. You get up in the morning, you don't stress over brushing your teeth. We have made these things part of us. What I'm talking about here is setting up your diet and your workout days just like that. Becoming, just like you get up in the morning and brush your teeth, you get up and do what's needed for you to do. You feed your body. You give it water. It doesn't have to wonder if it's going to get water during the day. It doesn't have to wonder, when is she going to feed me today, or am I going to have to skip a meal again? Your cortisol will not come down. That is your stress hormone until you start breaking those patterns that have not really broken you, but harmed you from getting to your goals. Your body craves rhythm, predictability, not restriction and chaos. Your body needs rhythm and predictability. I want you to hear that again. Not stress and chaos. Number 3, we think extremely low calories are the way to lose weight. We've tried it. We've been told it. Eat less, move more. Girl, if that worked, I would have been ripped about 10 years ago. I'd have been shredded because I ate very little. I should have been shredded. I've heard women say, if I just eat 1,200 calories or 1,000 calories, I'm just going to lose weight faster. Well, when you're over the age of 40, your body is going to say, I might for a minute. But guess what? Nope. No, that's starvation. Your body's metabolism is like a thermostat. And when your calories drop too low for you, and I'm not talking 500 or 600 calories, I'm talking what's your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. I'll let you know what that is if you want. You go dropping your calories there or below there, 100 or 200 below there, and you think that your body isn't going to slow down your metabolism and use your muscle tissue for fuel, girlfriend, you are wrong. It will. No matter if you're working out in the gym or not. It doesn't matter. Your body will save you. She wants to protect you. And when your calories drop too low, it turns the dial down, not up. Your body says, slow everything down. She's starving. Slow everything down. Protect her at all costs. Your thyroid slows, your digestion slows, your fat burning slows. And because your muscles are expensive to maintain, and by that I mean they need calories, they're expensive. Your body will burn them off first. That's why you feel weak, cold, tired, soft. The second you start eating normal again, your body will start storing every bite because your stress is up. It doesn't trust you. It doesn't trust that it's going to get food. the proper nutrition it needs. It's been robbing from your muscle tissue to support your organ function. That makes sense, doesn't it? And then as soon as you give it a little bit extra, it's going to store that. And it's going to store it where? Right here, girlfriend. Right around your belly. So if you ever said, I'm eating nothing and I'm still not losing, and that's what some of you are doing, and I keep begging you to get those calories in, and you keep doing the thing that's not helping you, why are you doing it? Stop. You're working against yourself. You're harming your body. You're going to be a weak old lady with no muscle tissue. Feed your body. Do not be afraid to feed your body. Bring your cortisol down, and your body will acclimate to those calories if you're consistent, if you've got that rhythm, and your body can trust you. Listen, you think, well, I've been eating low calorie and I guess I've been messing up. I've been messing up somewhere. On the weekend, I just go, I must be eating too many calories because then you cut loose on the weekend. No, it's not willpower. It's survival. It's called survival. When there's a famine in the land, your body will shut everything down to help you survive. It's not your willpower. You don't need less food. You need enough food, especially protein and fiber, the 35 rule. And at Bod Babes, that 35 rule means 30 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber minimum at every meal. And you need that to make your body feel safe again, to bring that cortisol down, to work with your body, to protect your body, instead of your body having to raise cortisol to try to protect you. The fourth biggest lie, cardio-mania. Oh my God, let's hit this stinking myth. This is a lie. You know, we were raised on burn more calories, do more cardio. You gotta do more cardio. Get on the treadmill, go, 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 sweat your soul out and watch yourself burn 500 calories. How many of you have looked at that? Okay, I've burned about 500 calories. And how long does that take? Oh my gosh, right? But you also just told your body, we're under major stress. I'm running every day. Long, hard cardio spikes your cortisol. There is that word again. The same hormone that we're trying to balance. You know, progesterone, estrogen, testosterone. We're depleting on those. And cortisol is trying to take the forefront. It needs balanced. It doesn't need more reasons to spike and stay high. We need to balance that. See, in our 20s, estrogen buffered the stress. That's part of what estrogen did. It buffered the stress. Now, our estrogen and our progesterone are low, and there's no cushion there. So what happens? You lose muscle. You crave sugar, and you store belly fat. See, cardio burns calories while you're doing it, but muscle burns calories while you're living. That's why we strength train. That's why at Bod Babes, we focus on 3 to 4 times every single week, minimum. We build the engine that burns our fat 24/7. Muscle burns fat 24/7. Cardio just burns fat while you're doing it. Cardio can support fat loss. Too much cardio raises your cortisol. So stop punishing your body on the treadmill. Start training your body to be stronger, ladies, not smaller. Okay? And here's the thing with cortisol. This is the fifth lie I want to talk to you about. Let's talk about it because this one trips everybody up. You get your labs back, right? And cortisol says normal. Well, Allie, my cortisol is normal, so that can't be right for me. You think, well, that can't be it. But that's like taking one picture of a 24-hour movie. One picture. See, cortisol has a rhythm. It should rise in the morning, drop midday, and be lower at night. But when you've been under years and years of stress, dieting, overtraining, under eating, not sleeping, that rhythm goes flat, ladies. It can look normal on paper, but be running on empty inside. And when estrogen and your progesterone drop, your cortisol is your backup generator. It's doing everyone's job. It's keeping you awake, keeping you moving, keeping you alive. So even if it looks fine, it's overworked. And that's why you feel wired and tired, why you can't sleep, yet you wake up exhausted, why your belly fat won't budge, because cortisol keeps your sugar up just in case. It's not trying to hurt you. It's trying to help you survive. Ooh, boy, I am on the soapbox today. And here's why the belly fat stays. Let's put it all together, all right? Low carb, fasting, low calories, and cardio all do one thing. What do? They raise stress chemistry in a body that's already maxed out. And the belly, that is your body's safety shield. Did you know that? It's your protection. Belly fat protects your organs. It's literally your body's armor. So until your body feels safe again, it feels fed, rested, strong, it is not going to let go. The chaos needs to stop. The extremes needs to stop. You can't bully that belly fat off. You have to teach your body it's safe. It's safe enough to release that thing that is protecting you. So here's what I want you to take from tonight. You didn't fail all those old diets. You didn't. The old diets failed you. And you're not lazy. You were doing things that were working against you. Over the age of 40, those things do not work anymore. Quit doing the same things over and over and over again and expecting a different result. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You've been fighting biology with willpower. Your body is not the enemy. It's the messenger. Your body is not working against you. She's working for you. She's begging you to slow down. She's begging you to feed her, to lift hard, to lift heavy, to keep a hold of that muscle tissue that she needs. And it's begging you to breathe again. You know, one thing that comes to mind when I say breathe again, and you're wondering, why is she saying that? Because when cortisol is high, when I have PTSD, and when I start to have a panic attack or anxiety, I box breathe. 4 seconds in, breathe in, hold it for 4 seconds, 4 seconds out. Why? It's giving my body that rhythm it needs to breathe. It's bringing my cortisol down. When my breath becomes like that rhythm, my cortisol starts to drop. My anxiety starts to go away. Your body needs to breathe again. It needs a rhythm. It needs to bring the stress down. It needs to know it's getting food. It needs to know it's getting water. She's been protecting you, and it's your turn to protect her now. Now that you can start understanding what is going on, you're not the same woman you were before age 40. So I hope this helped you. If you've got questions on any of those fad diets, anything, I want to hear them in the chat. I'm going to put this in our group. inside of Trainer Eyes. I want to hear all questions. There are no bad questions. Grill me. If I don't know the answer, I will find out. We've got to break these false beliefs because we're doing the things that are harming us and keeping us stuck. And next week, we're going to go into exactly what to do, how to rebuild our metabolisms. All right? We're going to fuel strength, talk about rhythm, safety, all of that. But tonight, I want you to let this sink in. Listen, you do not have to punish your body to change it. Stop. You have to partner with your body. And when you do, ladies, when that cortisol comes down, your body will start to rise and be stronger, leaner, calmer, just like you were meant to be. So, you're not too old. You're just getting started. Just getting started. I hope this helped you. Like I said, all questions will be answered. Drop them inside of Trainer Eyes.